How do you manage conflicts? Today, we explore one biblical example in today's encounter message. Hi, I'm Jesse Ennis, local pastor here at Assurance UMC's Connections campus, and it is my privilege to be bringing the message today and every day as we continue on in our sermon series titled, We Are Witnesses. Now, when you think about conflict, what do you think of? Do you think of something like this? Or do you think of something like this? Or for you, does conflict look a little bit more like this? You may be in conflict with someone right now. And if you're not, chances are that you know someone who is in conflict. So I think it's probably a good idea for you to pause this video and share it with someone who you know is dealing with conflict right now. Truth is, conflict is better engaged than ignored. Here are 7 ways that you can better manage your conflicts. First, believe the best in others. Sometimes people's frustrations come out in weird ways, and sometimes they're targeted at you when they're really not about you. But it's important to remember that these frustrations, they come from unmet expectations. Most people are not bad people. But it's also true that most people don't really know how to manage their emotions, and most people don't know how to handle their frustrations in a constructive way, which means that those frustrations come out at the wrong time, and sometimes they come out at the wrong people. So remember that. Remember that and believe the best in people. Then go directly. The early Christians, they went directly to Peter in chapter 11. No passive aggression, no gossiping. They just went directly to Peter and they brought up their concerns. So go directly to the person that you are in conflict with. Go directly to them. Do not involve anyone else, and you guys can have some good conflict. And when you do, explain yourself and create room for them to explain themselves as well. Don't just hear what they say, but listen to what they say and believe them when they say it. Next, be specific. Don't be vague or don't expect them to know what they did wrong. Be specific about what this confrontation is about. Be specific about what is conflicting in you at the moment. And allow them to be specific as well. Share your hope for a win-win situation. Share all of your hopes for a win-win situation with them. Allow them to know that you are not trying to end this in a disagreement or a separation. Allow them to know that you hope for them to win and for you to win in this situation, and so that you can both be moving in a direction that will lead to the best outcomes. And control the temperature. By that, I mean, don't let the conflict get too heated. If you need to take time off, take time off. Separate for a while and come back together. Resolutions don't always happen, but we can probably have more resolutions if we took a break, cooled down, and came back and had that conversation. And lastly, pray for them, but not about them. Pray for them, not about them. There's so much fulfillment when we engage rather than ignore conflict. I can't imagine how many of our relationships have been broken, have been severed, because we didn't know how to have good conflict with one another. But we can. We certainly can. And with these conflict management tips, you can have the best forms of conflict. You can gain the best from every conflict moving forward. Friends, I want to thank you so much for joining us for this message today. And I pray that If you are joining us online for the first time, I pray that you get engaged. I pray that you comment. I pray that you like. I pray that you share. I pray that you subscribe. And I pray that we can have an opportunity to meet together and have a conversation and engage with each other. And if you would like to do that, there is a link to Calendly in the description of this video where you and I could meet for coffee or meet on Zoom or whatever you would like to do, and I would love to do that. And I would also like to let you know that this sermon is different than what we do in our in-person service. In our in-person service, we have a lot more discussion about ways we can live out the scripture and ways that the scripture is engaging with us. And I would love for you to be a part of that. So I invite you to join us Sundays at 11:30 at our Connections campus. It's 6729 Old Mount Holly Road, and I would love for you to meet us at our campus in Charlotte. Please join us whenever you can. We'd love to have you. Until then, remember, God is for us, and if God is for us, who can be against us? Go in peace.